The 14s too. Man, that thing is rough. Today's road trip starting in Dayton, Ohio, late August 2023. I'll be going just east of the city toward the city of Xenia. Then I'll get on 68 South, take it all the way down to the Ohio River. A lot of back roads, a lot of small towns, hopefully a lot of cool cars. Let's get going. You guys ever been to a barn sale? Yeah, it's like a yard sale, a garage sale, but it's much bumpier to turn around, and there's gonna be some cool stuff. Let's go ahead and see what's up here. Yeah, pretty cool.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Score! Back when I was a kid, the Sears catalog, remember that, guys? There was a Snoopy snow cone machine that I asked my grandma for, and she got it for me. There was a Vertibird that I asked for, and she got it. There was one thing, however, that I asked for and I never ever got, and that is a bubblegum machine. Until today! Dude, look at that. It's still got stuff in it. I'm shaking. All right. Look at that. It's totally full. Has the key. Got a second one there. Check out the bases. Straight out of my childhood. I may have become a bubblegum machine collector in just the space and time of 5 minutes. Dream realized. And I've just begun my road trip for the day. Let's go find cars and, I don't know, maybe more gum machines to add to my collection. That's actually not a gum machine. It's a prize machine, I would imagine, in this case. If there's one thing that I've learned is whenever you're going through a small town, don't take the main road. Find something that just parallels it, just like a block or two off, because you'll see something like this. When's the last time you saw a big old huge boat like that? What's that, a Fury 3 maybe? I don't know the big huge cruisers. This is in Wilmington, Ohio. We've just been on 68 South for about, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes. But all these little back roads like this that parallel the main road that you're taking through the city, make sure you get off the main drag and go a couple blocks back and look through the neighborhoods. Doggy. It's an amalgamation of sorts, admittedly, but it does look like it could drive over cars with pointy front ends. You know, Corvettes, Fieros, and the like. Well, check out this thing. Dare I say you're going to be surprised by the price. In a day and time when the prices are pretty insane, this big old bubba of a beast. And I mean, it looks like this one is walk the walk. This is not like a mall cruiser, man. This is not a brodozer. How much you think? Just give it some thought as we come around. It looks like it's about 9 trucks all together. I'm gonna say it's less than you think. $1,800, have 4 33s that are included as well, clean title. You can call or text 937-302-9177. 87 F350 with a 351 Windsor, auto trans, Dana 60 front axle, 1,800 bucks. That is an absolute unit. You see my half-ton Chevy over there just cowering in fear trying to hide behind it? This is a beast. I probably would opt for a big block, but the options are endless when you get in at that purchase price. That thing's a beast, dude. 4x4. We're still in Wilmington, Ohio on 68. Oh, that dude's bad. That dude's bad. Wow, an absolutely perfect seat. Wow. Back seat, it's hard to say. Rubber floor mat. Dude, that's a whole lot of truck for 1,800 bucks. Obviously it's rusty. I mean, it's been a mud truck and stuff, but geez.
Hope one of you guys buys that.
I'm just like a minute past where I just saw the truck. We're just on the south side of Wilmington, just maybe a half mile outside. This guy has had that Grand Prix sitting there, and a Cutlass sitting here, and another Buick Regal sitting there, and two like Tempest GTO type body styles. Two of those over there, and this truck right here, for the last 15 years in the same spot, and I've never seen anybody home or in a car that looks like they just drove up. These have been sitting here like this for at least 15 years.
It does make you wonder sometimes when you go by a location where something was sitting like 6 months ago or a year ago or whatever, and the same vehicle's still sitting there. This may be a project, maybe they're waiting for a title, maybe they're waiting for parts. Hard to say, you know, you could be missing some vital parts of the body or something, but it's been sitting here for about 6 months so far.
Looky what's sitting at the intersection. I'm gonna sit here for a moment. Let him come cruising by, see if he sounds like he's all 440'd with a pistol grip shifted out, or if he's got a 318 with a torque flight. Okay. He sounded like more of a 440 guy.
I stopped about a year ago, if that, to look at this little Cushman. Now I got priced at $850 for it, I think, but the only problem is that this thing is kind of a whole new level of rusty. It's not, I don't get the impression that it's ever gonna be unstuck, because look at that. That hole has not had a plug in it for years, man, and this wheel's not gonna, that wheel will turn. Oh, okay, kind of a jack drive thing. Will that turn? That's rock solid stuck. And I just don't feel, I mean, this is not restorable at all. Maybe it's got some pieces that are, but sure doesn't feel like it. It's got a couple cool tractors. The John Deere's been restored top to bottom. Some of you guys know that exact model. One thing I always thought was so creative and such a sign of the times, this thing right here would have a big belt on it, and the belt would drive various implements, whether it be a pump in your pond to put water out on your crops, or sawing wood or whatever. It's just, these are such fascinating little things. Crank start. Wouldn't mind having one of those. I have absolutely no need for one, but I kind of do. These are so cool. Rear engine. A 4-cylinder. Check out how that chain drive goes. Goes around that big sprocket down there. Comes up through here. Rides on that one. Comes over here, down there, and then does some sort of putting a plant or see what's under. I have no idea, but boy, that's cool. Got the controls for the level of the you know, the height of the plows. Wow, that's so cool. You can see though how the earlier tractors are a bit unforgiving. You put your arm down in there, you put your leg down in there the wrong way, oof, it would hurt. That little fuel tank. Allis-Chalmers. Looks like it might run.
Oh, there's a cool Ford.
Ford 601 Workmaster. You can tell it's kind of a cousin to the 52 Ford N we have in my family. Still a 4-popper, has the generator instead of an alternator upgrade. The seat is new, which, take it or leave that. See the starter button down there by the shifter? See right there? Looks almost like a headlight switch. Boy, there is cool stuff back in here. I know some of you are going, wait a minute. I was expecting to see muscle cars. Anytime I find a muscle car, you will definitely see it. But in the meantime, you gotta love old tractors, man. How can you not love old tractors? Look at that little thing. The Cub Lowboy. Has a belt drive on the back of it. Ford 7000. Talk about a classic. This is just a short little section of the video here, but I had to make a little cruise through here. A Ford 2000, a familiar blue and white. And the big boy, look at that one. See how they have those front tires very close together on the axle so it goes between the rows in your garden? So cool. The little Mazda. Poor little dude. It's either got really heavy stuff on the back or we had some rust issues in the frame. Jeez. Every time you see one of these, you have to stop, and if you're in a position to do so, you really should buy something if you can, because these places are not becoming more and more common. Quite the opposite. Well, let's get back out on the road. That's a cool Ford. Let's get back out on the road, find some more stuff. I'm putting forth a little bit of extra effort right now. I just went through a small town where about 10 years ago, I dropped into this guy's house, just met him, and I was in my 31 Ford Model A Roadster on my way down to Kentucky. And this guy was super nice, had a couple old cars, but he was already quite old then. Now when I stopped at his place, I couldn't get anybody I didn't want to go too close to the house, so I honked a few times, no answer. And I had to stop down the road, had to go to a nursing home, get a piece of paper and pen, and I wrote him a note. I'm going to leave it there. Because believe it or not, I found a car on the property, like right next to the garage, that had current registration on it. So maybe he's driving that, or maybe a kid or a grandkid or somebody related to him is on the property. But I'm going to drop this note, and you can be sure I'm going to try to get in touch with this guy or whoever is on the property now, because he had some cool stuff. Oh man, cool stuff. See how this goes. Probably give you an update in a day or two. There I was, minding my own business, looking for a gas station. Next thing you know, things escalate quickly in my world. I'll have a full video on this tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Thanks for watching, guys.